What's up, guys? Desiree is on her first day of her first part-time job in like 2 years. Basically, since she got pregnant and we moved here, she hasn't had to work. We've just been stay-at-home mom. But if you've been following along, you know we just sold our house. We bought a farm. We bought a big old house on a farm, and I'm so stoked. But part of the deal was Des had to go back to work. It's a dad day. Sterling wanted to dress like a firefighter. You a firefighter? That's right, dude. And Sawyer here, he's ready to go. So, armed with a camera and a tactical diaper bag, we are setting out for the day. We're gonna go to the gym. Does that sound fun? Look at you children. But things are looking good, man. I woke up this morning and viral trends on Facebook, they have like, I don't know, 20 million followers or something. They made this little video of the husky thing. Like, it's actually kind of hilarious because they subtitled all the weird stuff I say. But it was really awesome that they shared that. Like, the channel is growing. It's providing us with like more and more opportunities every single day, and it's just, I'm very humbled and grateful because it wouldn't be possible without all you guys. We've already done 2 diapers and 2 baths today, so that tells you how the day's going. Let's go get our exercise on. My plan today is to look as bro as possible so that I can avoid anyone coming up and talking to me at the gym. Sup? I like to work out, hit the gym. Nobody's talking to this guy. I wouldn't. Someone spent $7.35 just to ship this, and to me it feels like a magazine. Thank you, Aaron. What I am seeing here is a magazine and many notes. Handwritten ledgers. On with Carol, deer hunting is probably taking a very back seat in your life, yet I wanted to introduce you to Backcountry Hunters and Angler Group, a nonprofit dedicated to the conservation of backcountry fish and wildlife habitats, plus the protection of our public lands here in the US. Now that is something I can get behind, and it's fitting because I'm gonna go riding today in some public lands. As a fellow off-roader and overlander, I do not want to see our public lands taken over for commercial interests. In addition, I hate finding lock gates while out on trails. Now, this is actually pretty fitting given all of the circumstances that have happened recently with Tacoma Beast. One of their photographers, cinematographers, who's not really familiar with the off-roading and overlanding culture, scribed Tacoma Beast into the rock at Moab, which goes without saying is kind of disgraceful, despicable, and just downright just a dirty move, not a good thing to do. However, the community backlash was just, it was beyond what was necessary, and in fact made that little rock carving gather so much more attention than ever should have been granted. It should have just been like, hey, yo, this is unacceptable. It needs to be fixed. You need to come up with a way to fix it, and you need to face legal charges, and then we should go on our way. But
there's show. Des just got home from her new job at Starbucks. Let me see. You look so cute.
They have a whole social media thing on there. But I don't think
Did you tell them you're famous? You are famous.
it's been a bit since I've done a moto vlog. I'm going to take my CRF 450R down to Capitol Forest. It is street legal, although the blinkers aren't working, so I got to do hand signals. Desiree just worries every time I take my motorcycles out, and that's part of why I rarely ride anymore. So this is a 2007, and I've been looking forward to upgrading, but every time I go to upgrade, I go ride it, and I'm like, why upgrade? It does fine. It kicks right up usually. Here we go. This bike is so loud. What I want to do is I want to talk about this whole Tacoma Beast thing. Mateo is the owner. One of his employees, while on a trip to Moab, a trip I was actually supposed to be on, he etched the company's hashtag into a rock in Moab, into the sandstone. A picture of it ended up getting shared in Mateo's story, and I instantly knew like this was bad news for Tacoma Beast and Mateo. I knew that he was gonna get some real nasty backlash from this. I made a long Instagram post about this a day or so after it happened.
I decided to kind of sit on it for a bit and see how I felt. It's not that I condone what they did, you know, I totally don't. It's just that the way the community handled it was completely immature. Everyone acted like big babies. They were giving him death threats, saying, oh, I should etch this into your truck, or etch it into your face, etch it into your forehead, all this fucking crazy shit. Woo! They contacted the companies that supply him with products and tried to get them to ice him out or shut him down. They wanted his business. They were going after his livelihood. None of this is okay in my book. People should call him out, but it should be like, hey, don't you know that this is wrong, and this is what leads to our public access to off-road areas and natural parks. This is what causes them to get shut down. The saddest part about it is that the off-road communities, like their reaction to throw a giant fit and to create this big public scene and do this like lynch mob mentality, it totally caused way more damage than the little etching in the rock ever would have caused. And people wanted attention for how upset they were and how absurd it was that he did this, that they went out and contacted news outlets. And they just sounded so stupid, saying like, this is exactly what gets our public lands shut down, blah 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 blah. And it's like, wow, don't you understand, you're bringing so much more attention to it. Now this non-issue has become an issue and is going straight to the people's desk that are trying to shut this stuff down. All the people that want to shut down access to roads like this. And that's what people didn't seem to realize or understand. It's a shame that it came to that, because it really shouldn't have gone that far, in my opinion. I still feel strongly that the appropriate course of action would be to have him, you know, request to have him turn himself in, or to go fix the situation himself and let the police deal with it. I'm kind of getting bored just talking. Woo! Yeah! It could have been handled better. Too bad, because it could have been a really good opportunity for people to learn from. It's definitely their problem, and I wanted to see how Mateo stepped up and handled it himself before I released any kind of video or anything like that. And I'm glad that I did, because he's really showing true leadership by owning up and taking full responsibility. I mean, most of the people that are pissed off at him don't even realize that it wasn't even him that did it. He does accept responsibility, and they've flown back to Moab. They're working with the national parks over there and the police. His cameraman, or whoever it was issued a misdemeanor, and they're taking steps to restore the site as well as other sites. They really are. They're doing what they can to fix it, and I think more good is coming out of it than bad, to be honest, aside from this divide in the off-road overland community and the news using all of the hate and anger to sell a story. Oh shit, there's a tree across this road here. Always trash and shit, you know, like this, it all kind of goes with what I'm talking about. It's just like the blatant disrespect for an area that we're lucky enough to use. That's what's frustrating. Like, look at the beer cans everywhere. Like, what kind of backwards hillbilly does this kind of shit for fun and just leaves it everywhere? Like, it's not cool. Let me bring out my fucking bench so we can shoot little teeny tiny bullet holes in it. How exciting. What's the point? I don't get it. And that's what I'm talking about. And I like, that's kind of a waste of a good piece of firewood, to be honest. It's super easy when you're looking at trash and stuff like that to be like, why is it my responsibility? You know, it's not my trash, I didn't leave it there. Well, unfortunately, it becomes a responsibility of like smarter, more responsible, more mature adults. So it's kind of like being a parent. Not gonna lie to you, I've totally gone shooting and not picked up my shells or my brass or my targets even. I've done that, and I think really it comes down to maturity. I think over time you just start to start to realize how shitty of a thing it is to do. This is like a buddy's house, or it's even better way to put it. It's like our house. It's like our backyard, you know. It's public land. We all own it, and it's all of our responsibilities to keep it clean. And some weird dudes. Hey, let's all take our shirts off and climb on the rocks with our children. Sounds neat. Gotta watch out for all these potholes. Look at this beautiful river. I just get to chase it. Ah, I feel like Pocahontas.
I'm not perfect. Nobody is. And every single social media post, whether it's on Instagram or whatever, it's always going to have people that hate on it. It's always going to have inappropriate comments. This video is going to have a bunch of douchebags in it commenting all sorts of nonsense. The Tacoma Beast thing definitely had a lot. It really brought those type of people out, and it brought that out in a lot of different types of people. The takeaway is that we could do better as a community as far as our reactions to these types of things. It didn't need to get so out of hand. If you want to have access to these types of areas, if you want your kids to have access to these type of areas, then pick up your trash. Don't litter, don't vandalize. If you enjoy the off-road trails, if you use them, if you hike on them or whatever it is, you should contribute to making them better. It shouldn't just be free. It should cost something, and you should do some kind of work to be able to use it. So I'm definitely not just referring to off-roaders. It's hunters, hikers, shooters is a big one. Everybody could take a little bit more responsibility to help pick up their public lands and respect them more. And you know, I think for the most part, people do pretty good. I guess the bottom line is that littering, it's not cool. It's and vandalism, it's not cool unless you do meth or you're 12. You know, I think we could do better as a community in both areas, both cleaning up trash, leaving trash, and then also how we deal with problems like this, because it is a very real problem as far as lands getting shut down. There's massive portions of sand dunes that have been shut down in California and Oregon. There's trails that get shut down. There's gates that get put up and locking people out of areas. Just don't be a dick. Pick up after yourself. Don't make irreversible damage in anything. Don't scribe your name. Don't dig massive ruts. Have fun. Use the woods. Enjoy the woods. It's awesome. I don't think people should like not be able to use them, or off-road, or dirt bike. I feel like the pretty much normal use of off-road vehicles and dirt bikes, it's fine. Dirt gets moved around, it gets put back, it gets moved to other places. It's just part of life. But there should be some balance, and I think that we could all work towards that. Oh, I got too cocky, guys. I just sank my drone in the river. I was getting this awesome shot going through the branches, and it just tipped a little branch, flew down, it caught itself, and I was like, oh sweet. And then all the systems was trying to like take it back off, and oh my gosh, that sucked. Dang it. Oh, you try to make a video to help people and help the environment, and then your drone becomes a piece of litter. All right, well, cost of doing business, I guess. Oh, shitty. No. Maybe if I get it in some rice? Man, I have the worst luck. Or I just push my luck. Okay. Oh well, enough bitching. No. Just blew up my bike. Oh no. Oh no, I hope I got that. I'm laughing because it couldn't be any worse. I just drowned my drone, and I'm pretty sure I just blew up my dirt bike. Like something it was sounding kind of clunky, and I was like, man, it's not sounding super good. I better turn around. Threw one more wheelie in it, and then just dropped out of the wheelie. I think I just blew it up. I'm out here. I have no phone service. I have nothing. This is your fault, Tacoma Beast. What? This is all your fault. No. I was gonna sell this thing. This is supposed to be an educational video. I don't even know what to title this video anymore. Oh, this day, I gotta start walking, I gotta start moving. I'm totally screwed. Oh shit, holy crap, man. I'm so far out here. No. It won't kick at all. It won't even move. It's done. I mean, I could have sold it, but then it would have blown up on some other guy, and that would have been terrible. Just about to buy a farm and ride on my own track, and now I don't have a dirt bike or a drone. No. 10% on my phone, 10% battery. That's not good. And no service. Desiree came out of the house and she was like, hey, what if your bike breaks down out there? And I was like, I'm going, hon. Get off my back. And she's like, okay, what part are you riding on? And I was like, well, I'm going to my normal spot. Just, I'll be fine. Oh, would have been awesome to be uphill. I was a little leery coming back this far. Hopefully, she knows I'm missing and comes to find me. Or I can find someone with phone service, or even better, a truck. Get me out of here. Shit. Hey Des, it's Max. My bike blew up, Capitol Forest. Just head towards the spot that we usually go, but stay on the road until you find me. I'll be on the road. All right, thanks, bye. She's gonna be so mad. It can be fixed, it'll be all right. Yeah, see ya. Ooh, Des is gonna be pissed. Des, it's Max. My bike blew up. Come find me. Help. I'm totally okay though. Don't be mad or worried. Or mad. Love you. Captain's log. Just past the 4-mile marker of walking. The sunlight is going down and the mosquitoes are starting to come out. Yes. Oh, it's Desiree. Ah! Babe, you came for me.
That was gonna happen. I told you.
I know you told me. I'm so glad. I thought you were gonna be so much madder at me.
I'm just not surprised.
So, get this.
What?
I drowned my drone 10 minutes before my bike blew up.
You what?
I sunk my drone in the river.
Oh shit.
I know. It's like a $6,000 day. At least I got some decent footage. Captain's log. I'm abandoning ship. We've lost all hope. I'm gonna leave the bike here. I was gonna bury it in a shallow grave, but there's just no time. I sent out an SOS, distress signal. Did you get the one from my phone or from the hillbilly chick's phone?
Hillbilly chick's phone. And then I called it and it went straight to voicemail and she went, hello? And then it paused and she's like, just kidding. I'm not at the phone right now. It was one of those.
Oh, my feet are soaked. Okay, I'm gonna go get my truck, I guess.
I came out and I was like, are you sure you should go? I feel like your bike's gonna blow up.
That's literally what you said.
Yeah, psychic, I told you.
And I angrily said, I'm going, Des. And you just walked away without saying anything.
Did I?
Yeah. All right, we got the truck. I'm gonna try to rush back there. I hope some hillbilly didn't take my dirt bike. Ah, faith in humanity. They left it. Man. Whew, that could have, we're out. That could have been terrible. Well, it was terrible. That was pretty terrible. Well, we made it back in one piece with the bike. We stopped at the store and bought some rice. I'm gonna stick my drone in rice and hopefully that fixes it. We'll see how that goes. But hey, thank you so much for watching. Goddamn lights turned off on me.
hope that works.
All right, guys, I gotta end this video before anything else breaks or fails or goes wrong. So thank you so much for watching. I hope the dehydrator on top of a pot of rice old trick works. We'll see. Consider supporting me on Patreon. It actually helps pay for stuff like this drone or the camera, helps fix things that I use solely for the channel. And it really goes a long ways, and it means a lot to me. So I'll put the link in the description below. This is one of those videos where I can really use your help. But thank you so much for watching. Get some work done this week, but don't forget to live.